Hi, I am today making a bibimbap, which is, I'm just going to put my heat on here on my fry pan. A bibimbap is like like a Korean rice and vegetable dish, and I adore it. Now, obviously, I am not making it absolutely true to the Korean dishes, so I'm using my own take on it. But I think you're going to really enjoy it. This is actually what I've been eating quite a bit of in lockdown. It's kind of been my lunch most days in lockdown. And so I thought I would show you. I thought it was about time. So what am I doing? I am just chopping up some spring onions, because onions, of course, great, absolutely fantastic for your gut health. Really good for the gut. And also spring onions cook much faster than bigger onions. And so I thought, right, well, this is a fast dish. Let me show you how to do it fast. And it takes me normally about 10 minutes to get it going. I'll just get that temperature just right. And so I'm going to pop in those spring onions. What I'm doing actually, interestingly enough, is I'm just actually putting the veggies in clumps. All these veggies that I'm using, not only are they prebiotic and fantastic for your gut and your gut microbes, prebiotic actually means that they feed your gut microbes. So this is food. Prebiotic food for your gut microbes. But also what I'm doing is, all the veggies I'm using, to be honest, are all kind of salad vegetables. And so really and truthfully, they could all be just plonked on here, like on the rice, like a salad. But the thing I'm doing is I'm warming it up, because it's winter time here at the moment in our lockdown here. And so I just wanted to make a warming dish that was incredibly good for me, one that I enjoy making, and also has got all this prebiotic goodness in it. Into the shaved red cabbage, I'm going to put actually some freshly grated ginger. No need to peel ginger. I've given it a good wash. I just thought I'd get a real gingery flavour coming into that cabbage. I want these spring onions to actually kind of crisp up a little bit on the bottom. So they get that kind of lovely, almost umami flavour when they go a little bit crisp, onions do. Okay, I have a red capsicum here. I'm also going to use that. I think for myself, I'm just going to use 1/4 of the red capsicum here. And I'm finely slicing it. And I'm going to pop that in the pan as well. And just get that just softening up ever so slightly. And just really warming. I've got some kale here. I'm going to just chop that up and add that in as well, so that it wilts. That's all I want to do with the kale. If kale wilts, then actually the beneficial nutrients in it become more bioavailable, in fact. Rather than eating kale raw, it's actually far better to have it a little bit cooked up. And also, because it's this bibimbap Korean style dish, I'm actually popping some chilli in. I haven't got any Korean chilli paste in the house at the moment, so I thought the next best thing would be add some chilli. I mean, you could use chilli flakes, chilli powder. I want quite a bit of chilli in mine, because I really like a little bit of a kick to my dish. So I'm going to add that in, and I'm actually going to sort of toss that around the kale, and that's where I'm going to put it mostly. Okay, all right, now that looks quite good. I was just wondering if I use a carrot. I'm not sure. Let's see how we're going. Okay, so do you see how it's all beginning to cook up just really fast already? I might just quickly grate up a carrot, actually. I'm trying to always nudge in more vegetables. Vegetables all are prebiotic in the gut. To varying degrees, there are many that have been researched, like onions and garlics and chicory and Jerusalem artichokes and asparagus, and I could go on and on and on. And they're all fantastic for your gut, but to be honest, all vegetables are just brilliant. They're all fabulous in the gut. They provide that prebiotic food for your gut microbes, and then they also provide, there we go, popping the carrot in there, and they also provide phytonutrients, and the phytonutrients, they're like, oh, this is black sesame seeds I'm popping on top of the carrots, because I thought it'd be quite nice. Right, now we're actually, some of those are already ready. So the cabbage has already wilted. Lovely. All right, so I'm actually going to get some brown rice. And what I'm doing, That's hot brown rice. And I'm going to just pop it into a bowl here. You can use whatever amount you like. I'm quite hungry for lunch today, so I'm popping in a fair amount of brown rice. Brown rice as well is prebiotic. It's got great fibre for your gut, which your gut is just going to love. Keep nudging in that fibre and everything will work so well in your gastrointestinal tract. All right, so I've got this hot rice here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start popping in my veggies that have just warmed and ever so slightly wilted. So there goes the red cabbage, a little bit of kale as well. That kale's just almost done there. Spread it around a bit. I'm going to add in the red capsicum. This is like the rainbow. You know how we're all told, well, gosh, eat the rainbow in your vegetables, it's so good for you, and which is absolutely true. Well, here we go. This is an easy way to do the rainbow. So there we go. I'm going to pop the cabbage over there. Sorry, the cabbage is there, the carrot's there. That's yum. Look at this. All right, so hopefully that spring onion has caught, yes it has, caught on the bottom a little bit. So I'm going to add in the spring onion to my bowl. And the smells coming off this are just gorgeous. They're lovely. So I also like to eat, of course, with my eyes, with my taste, but also core smells. All right, so let's get that chili kale and we'll pop that into the bowl as well. Just try and fit it in. Here we go. And what I'm going to do today, you could use all sorts of things in here for protein. I'm going to actually just crack in an egg today, but you could use, or you could crumble in some firm tofu. You could, if you had any fish or anything around, you could just kind of flake that on top. Here we go. But all I'm going to do is a really good, quick cooked egg. To be honest, if your rice was very hot and your veggies were very hot, you could almost add a raw egg to this dish. And you could just crack it into the middle and stir it around a bit, and the heat, the real heat from the veggies and the rice, they would cook it. But I'm going to pop this. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Wow. I'm quite impressed myself, to be honest. I'm going to make some room here in the centre, and I'm going to pop my egg in, and I'm going to just add it in. There we are. I've made it a bit crispy on the bottom because that's the way I like it. There we go. So let's pop the egg in just into the centre here. And what I do is when I eat it, I just crack open that lovely soft yolk and it like drizzles down into the rice and it's delicious. Let's pop a little bit more seasoning on here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. You can use soy sauce. And what I'm going to finish it off with is I'm going to finish it off with a dollop of kimchi. Kimchi is a fermented cabbage and chili recipe. It's like a Korean fermented cabbage, and so that's probiotic because it contains beneficial bacteria in here that are great for the gut. So I'm popping a big dollop of this chili kimchi into this dish, and I'm actually going to drizzle on some of its liquid because it's so delicious and it's actually stimulating to the digestion. There we go. There is my lunch, and that took no time at all.